the Sports Nerds. I am your host, Scott, the Sports Nerd Wright, along with my co-host for this evening, Mr. Ron Gallo, coming to you live from Vancouver, Ontario. I'm sorry, no, that's not right.
Vancouver's not close to Ontario.
No, it's not. I apologize. I don't know my geography. I suck. Anyway, he is in Vancouver. I will say that much. I know that much is correct. What's the province you're in, Warren?
West coast of Canada. It's British Columbia.
British Columbia.
BC.
Okay, so coming to you live from Vancouver, British Columbia. Thank you, Ron, for that. And my buddy from the West Coast, Mr. Wayne, the Professor Lynch. You see my get up tonight, guys. I'm all in on the Lightning. Game 7 going on. Soon to be a Game 7 in Cleveland as well with the Cavaliers. I am just not doing well right now because I hate Game 7s. I'm just saying.
Just so you know, Scott, the only reason why I'm here is I was doing a wellness check.
A wellness check. Thank you for that, Ron. Okay, whatever.
I'm surprised that you don't have on at least the Cavaliers hat to go along with your Tampa Bay.
I don't have a Cavaliers hat, nor do I have a Cavaliers jersey, so we're going with the Lightning.
So, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Hang on. Yes, my exact.
All right, so you're gonna get
stress level is high, guys. I'm just saying.
Scott, you're gonna get to start off with a smile. Tampa Bay has just tied it up.
Okay, good. All right, I feel better. I haven't seen the goal yet, but we'll see.
Don't worry, you'll see it in about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah. Thank you, Wayne.
But if we can, Scott, I mean, might as well you and I talk a little bit about this because this has
this series has been out of off the chain, Ron. It really has. You are correct.
It's being billed or it's being stated by almost every hockey pundit that this is the best series of the first round, bar none, and not just because it's gone 7 games. You look at some of those stats.
Well, because it's always been a 1-goal game. All 6 games have been won by a single goal.
That's right, and this one here is tracking the same. Right now, it's 1-1.
There it is. I just now saw the goal.
It's 1-1, and that means that both teams have scored 15 goals. Both teams have 3 wins. Both teams have won 2 on the road and 1 at home. Both teams have had 2 come from behind victories. Both teams have had 1 game where they have never
Elliot's here.
So, you know what? Like, this is super, super tight. Some of the other good series, though, that we got to talk about, Buffalo and Boston, that kind of went back and forth. Philadelphia.
And Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that first round series, I mean, Philadelphia really put the scare into Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yep.
But in a way, Pittsburgh wasn't expected to make the postseason, and then they made a playoff out of it. They got 2 wins, and then they ended up losing in game number 6.
Hey, Brett.
I worry that there's going to be a need for some changes in Pittsburgh. I think Sidney Crosby wants to return. I think if
fans were calling out for him to go 1 more year. I mean, he's close to retirement, but he may go 1 more year. I'm with you on that.
Right. And another player who's close to retirement is Alex Ovechkin. And the reason why I bring up his name is because Evgeny Malkin is in a situation where he needs to decide if he's going to spend 1 more year in Pittsburgh with Sidney Crosby or spend 1 year with Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals.
But the Capitals aren't a great team. I mean, I think Pittsburgh's a better team than the Capitals are right now, Ron.
Well, there is that argument for sure. Dan Muse is probably going to be able to get that team turned around in Pittsburgh. We'll see. Sidney Crosby, year after year, has always put the team first. He's never taken as much money as he could possibly take. And there's a saying that where there's smoke, there's fire. Or in this case, where there's smoke, Scott Wright, the host, is vaping. But where there's smoke, there's fire.
Hello, Tim. Tim's in the house, Wayne. He calls us all gentlemen, but you.
Yeah. I saw his comment. Hello, gentlemen, and to you too, Wayne.
Right.
Taking a shot at his little brother. So, yeah.
So what I was going to say is, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's some talk that Sidney Crosby might want to play his last season with the Montreal Canadiens. He grew up playing junior hockey just outside of Montreal. He is a true blue Habs fan.
Yeah, but I mean, Crosby was been with the Penguins ever since he came into the league. I don't know why he would want to go anywhere else. I mean, I'm sure he has a soft spot for the city of Pittsburgh. God knows why, because I hate Pittsburgh.
Boston Bruins fans can relate. Boston Bruins fans can relate when you think of Ray Bourque.
Right.
Why did Ray Bourque get traded? Ray Bourque got traded to win a Stanley Cup because they weren't going to do it in Boston.
Yeah, well, Boston's got to win another year because they got their ass kicked by Buffalo in the series.
And they will continue to not do it in Boston as well. So
being a seasoned veteran of goatees, Scott, your shit looks like shit.
What?
Goatee looks like shit, dude.
I don't care. I like it.
I'm glad you do.
Don't hate on me.
You and the mirror are the only things that fucking like it.
Don't hate on me, Elliot. This is going to grow out.
Why don't you get it cut right?
I am in my James. Hey,
your shit looks like a fucking spatula, dude.
You know what? I'm in my James Hetfield mode. Just don't worry about me, okay?
Whatever, dude.
The only thing I'm going to say about
we got
the goatee,
distinguished goatees on here.
I can't grow
then
one.
we got that.
Yeah, I can't grow one. I know that.
But that's
Scott,
okay. It still looks better than what the shit he's got.
the right side, Scott, the right side looks like it's a little bit thicker than the left side.
Yeah, it's swinging out here like it's going to try to fly away and shit.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got the Dumbo goatee.
All right. When you boys are ready to talk a little bit of hockey again, we'll come back.
Go right ahead, man. I just wanted to step in and call out that whatever he calls that shit.
There you go. All right. Anyways, Elliot, you've now balanced out because we were double teaming Scott. We were two West Coast boys to his East Coast. So
Elliot's a West Coast guy now because he lives in Arizona. So what are you talking about, Wayne?
No, that's Central. It's still Central. It's still Central.
Well, he is an Islanders fan, so it's all
What do you
good.
mean it's Central? Right now, we're on Pacific time.
Oh, that's right, too.
Yeah,
I'm just watching another Montreal Canadiens power play go to shit.
And normally we're Mountain. So
yeah, Arizona does not change its time, so it fluctuates between Mountain and Pacific.
We bounce back.
Well, it's going to get really odd for us, Wayne, because British Columbia is not going to change their time anymore either.
Oh, really?
So it's going to get really strange out here when the fall rolls around and California is an hour different than British Columbia.
You know what? The whole world needs to just say, fuck it. Ron, what's with all the reaction to the Maple Leafs hiring John Chayka and Matt Sundin?
Well, Matt Sundin is a fan favorite. Let's start with that first. Sometimes when you need to make changes, you have to make changes that will re-engage the fan base. The fan base is really disillusioned. They're strong enough. They'll be back. They'll be back for more pain again next year. But you need to be able to give them something. And honestly, right now, Matt Sundin is a name that the Toronto Maple Leafs love and will endear themselves to. But you know what? Brendan Shanahan was the same thing. Brendan Shanahan brought in a lot of that star power as a player. The problem is will it ever manifest itself from the management perspective down onto the ice surface? Because ever since the Toronto Maple Leafs have had a solid team and a belief that Austin Matthews was going to be the player that's going to carry them through, it's never materialized past the first round ever in the Toronto Maple Leafs era with Austin Matthews. So is there player personnel changing coming? I'm not sure. You look at Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner gets traded away from the Toronto Maple Leafs, claiming that he's never a playoff performer. He goes to Vegas. He's not the strongest playoff performer, but you know what? He scores 2 goals in the clinching game for that series in the first round against the Utah Mammoth.
I was just here to say he performed the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I guess what I'm trying to say is that the Toronto Maple Leafs, they needed to start somewhere, and they can't start with a complete overhaul on the ice with the same management that's in place. Hockey in general is different than some of the other sports where you can change player personnel and never ever touch management. But in hockey, a coach is hired to be fired, period. General managers are becoming more and more common to be hired to be fired.
So do they do the hiring and exit interview at the same time?
Almost.
Save some time.
So
shout out to my nephew Lee while I'm here.
Lee is here. Hello, Lee. Good to see you, brother.
And by the way, Scott, I just told you the Montreal Canadiens, another power play, not a single shot on goal.
That's because the Lightning have one of the best power play kills in the league.
Penalty kill. Penalty kill.
Yes.
I want the Cleveland Cavaliers Toronto game to start so I can see Scott stress on camera.
Oh God! I mean, I've got Peacock on my one screen.
Hey, it's the only Cleveland hope he has in this world.
I've got Peacock on one screen. I got the Lightning on my TV.
But
I'm flipping back and forth. I mean, I'm tired of seeing Reggie Miller's face, to be honest with you, because all they're doing is talking shit. So
Wayne, I'm not even a huge basketball fan, but you just told me that Scott and I are going head to head again.
Yep.
Yes, against the Raptors, the Cavaliers and the Raptors. Yes, sir.
Yep. Twice in one day.
Scott, trust me, I like you, man.
Like I said, Ron, like I said earlier in the chat,
You're just not on the same page when it comes to sport.
for one night and one night only, I hate Canada. I'm just saying, okay?
That's too funny. That's too funny. Yeah, no, let's go Raptors. Whatever. Let's go Raptors.
Oh, shut up, Ron.
Well, here's the thing. The winner of this game has the privilege of playing the Detroit Pistons.
Well, yeah, the Pistons, and then the winner of this game tonight in Tampa gets the Buffalo Sabres. So, I'm screwed either way, but that's all right.
You know what, though? I got a funny feeling, especially if it's Tampa Bay that makes it through. I have a funny feeling that the Buffalo Sabres have won their first round in 14 years, 15 years.
Yep.
And that's it's good enough. It's like the Utah Mammoth. The Utah Mammoth ended up with 3 games on home ice.
Yep.
That's a huge win for the Utah Mammoth.
And this was their first year, wasn't it, Ron?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, coming from Arizona.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't Vegas do that too their first year?
Yes.
Yeah, Vegas went to the championship their first year.
Yeah,
Yep.
Stanley Cup
Went to the
Finals.
championship and then won it 2 years later. Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, where do you start? There's so many things that are going on right now. But speaking of the Utah Mammoth, like, they've got to be happy. You speaking of the Minnesota Wild, they're happy, but they want more. Minnesota scares me, but they're up against an opponent that they're going to be in tough against. The West is not going to be easy for sure, but the West is, unless it's the Colorado Avalanche, I have a hard time seeing the West doing anything significant. If Minnesota gets past Colorado, the Stanley Cup champion is going to come from the Eastern Conference.
And if they come from the Eastern Conference, I believe it's going to be Carolina, because Carolina would just beat the hell out of
Philadelphia.
I forgot who they played.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. They beat the hell out of Philadelphia.
I saw Ken was kind of salty. Did Dallas get eliminated?
Yes.
Dallas got eliminated. Yes. Minnesota won the Medano Cup.
Yes.
I kind of figured that when Ken made his comment.
So, Wayne, to your point, is this playoff run after the first series, after the first round of playoffs, does this not look like it's shaping up to be something like Carolina and Minnesota?
I believe, and this is just me, I believe, well, of course, they won, they scored the most points, so they'll get knocked out in this round. That'll be Colorado, because if you score the most points during the course of the season, you're not going to make it to the finals.
Did
I truly
Colorado
believe it's
win the
gonna be-
President's Cup?
Yeah, I
Yes.
believe it's going to be Vegas and Carolina.
So Vegas and Carolina are your picks, eh?
Those are my two teams that I believe will go to the Stanley Cup final.
Okay,
we didn't
so
see John either because Edmonton's out too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Edmonton's gone. Edmonton,
They got
Edmonton,
beat by
Edmonton
the San Jose Sharks, right?
no, Anaheim Ducks.
No,
I'm sorry, the
Ducks.
Ducks, right?
The Ducks.
Anaheim Ducks, right?
So,
Yeah.
and this is why I'm saying the West. This is why I'm saying the West doesn't look that strong, because right now what you've got is you got Anaheim that slipped past Edmonton on goaltending alone. You've got the Vegas Golden Knights who got past the Utah Mammoth. Utah Mammoth gave them a lot because they had momentum being their first time in the postseason. The Vegas Golden Knights did not look strong enough if it wasn't for Carter Hart between the pipes. So you've got strong goaltending right now that's winning some of these games. And you've got a situation where you've got to look at, even here in the East, you're getting some of that. But Carolina is not resting on goaltending alone. And that's why I'm saying Carolina is looking strong. Minnesota is not relying on goaltending alone. And that's why Minnesota looks strong. Despite the fact that Montreal and Tampa Bay have perhaps the best series going, they are relying on goaltending. Vasilevsky stole that game 6.
Yep.
Stole that game 6
He had
in
30
Montreal.
saves. I think it was 30 saves in that game the other night.
Dobish has been unreal as a rookie goaltender for Montreal.
Correct.
If it's not for those two players, what do you think this series would look like? I think it would look like a 5-1 series win for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yep.
I put a stat out on our group chat earlier today, and the thing is that it's worded in such a way to say, oh my God, look at how long Montreal has held on to a lead. What I look at instead is look how effective the Tampa Bay Lightning have been, how resilient they've been able to be with lead times that have been extremely short. In other words, they strike when the iron is hot and they're able to get their victories.
Yep.
The Montreal Canadiens have had to try and withstand and weather the storm of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Right.
If they can get past Tampa Bay, because of whenever you leave it to game 7, it's like they say in a fight, never leave it in the official's decision, right? When in a boxing match, they say never leave it in the official's in up to the decision
Never leave it
makers.
to the scorecards.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't leave it into a score. That's what a game 7 is. You don't want any game to go to overtime, because all it takes is one lucky bounce, one bad bounce, and the game is over, even though the team that shouldn't have won wins. A game 7 is exactly the same. There's no opportunity to come back from a game 7. It's win or go home.
Yep. And the Lightning and the Habs are tied after 2 periods. We're going into period 3 tied 1-1.
Well, if the
There's a
final score
surprise.
ends up being 2-1, whomever wins this game, think about it. One team would have scored 16 goals and one team would have scored 15, and that one goal would be the determining factor in who wins the series.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to say. Like, there's been so many stats that have been, I mean, shots on goal. 54% of the shots on goal come from the Tampa Bay. Well, it's skewed in this game, but 54% through 6 games were Tampa Bay Lightning shots, and 46% were Montreal shots. In
That's
this
pretty
game,
even.
I think the last time I looked, it was 21-4 for Tampa
Yep.
Bay.
Yep.
Like, that's huge. That's 80% difference.
I mean, they are pelting the Montreal goalie tonight.
Without question, Tampa Bay Lightning want this win, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they have the ability to be able to steal this win.
Yep.
I don't think they want it as much as Scott does.
Tell you what, Elliot.
I could be a 2-time loser in one day.
After 3 years straight losing in the first round, damn straight, I want them to make it past the first round this year.
Well, don't forget,
Yeah,
not
just
after
don't-
just 3 years straight, but also Florida winning the last 2 Stanley Cups.
Kiss my ass, Wayne.
Don't talk to a Toronto Maple Leaf fan about losing in the first round.
Yeah, because I know you were real happy about Florida, the Panthers winning the last 2 Stanley Cups.
Yeah. You were ecstatic. You were thrilled.
Yeah.
I was happy that they didn't make the playoffs this year. Just to give you an example, I was right happy about that.
That's okay.
Oh, myself too.
They can rest their laurels on 2 straight Stanley Cups.
Yeah, but right now, like I said, I believe Carolina is the team to beat. If they play Colorado, I do believe it'll be a great series. However, I just got this sneaky suspicion that Vegas is just kind of laying in the weeds waiting.
Well,
That's
after the score
interesting.
against the Mammoth, that might be something that, cool.
I do see Vegas getting through the next round against Anaheim. I do. But I just wonder, like, Colorado, yes, they've got the best regular season record and all the rest of it. I don't necessarily know that it's quote unquote the President's Cup jinx, but everybody's gunning for them. Everybody's been watching them. Everybody's been studying them. Everybody's been looking for the cracks in the armor. And the Minnesota Wild, ever since they've acquired Quinn Hughes, have ended up on a roll, an absolute tear. Quinn Hughes carries the puck and has puck possession more than some teams have puck possession against other teams. Like, he carries that puck, he sets up plays, he does it all, and he scores goals as well as prevents them. But the Quinn Hughes factor with the Minnesota Wild makes this round against the Colorado Avalanche extremely interesting. Yes, you've got Nate McKinnon. Yes, you've got Cale Makar. Yes, you've got all of these players with the Colorado Avalanche. But I don't know that Minnesota Wild is going to just be a team that can't get past Colorado. I see this series going 6 in favor of the Wild. I see the Vegas Golden Knights getting past Anaheim. I see a Western Conference matchup between Minnesota and Vegas. And in the East, I mean, the jury is still out because Buffalo is still waiting. I don't know that Buffalo makes it through to the second round. So that leaves either Tampa Bay or Montreal to face off against Carolina, which will be quite interesting to see.
Well, Buffalo is just happy to get through the first round. They haven't been there in so long. It's like we're one and done, more or less, and we'll come back next year and try to do it again and go a little farther.
Like their football team. Sorry.
They almost forgot how to get there. Holy shit, we're in it?
What, Elliot?
No, I'm talking about Buffalo. When they qualify for the playoffs. Holy shit, we're in it?
Yeah. Shocker.
That's what their whole fan base said. Oh shit, we're in the playoffs?
I think we lost Ron. He's frozen up on my screen.
I mean, they've been in Jim Mora mode forever in Buffalo.
Playoff.
Ron, we can hear you. We just you're in and out as far as video is concerned, but we can still hear you.
You're just
Yeah, I think my family is turning off the internet because they want to come out for dinner.
Yeah, it looks like you're breakdancing there, Ron. So, hopping and hopping.
All right, let's talk a little baseball. Let's talk a little basketball. Let's talk a little NFL.
Let's talk whatever, man. Let's talk baseball. Yankees.
Braves.
How bad of a week is Boston had?
Yankees and Braves, man. Come on now.
Elliot, how bad a week has Boston had this year?
Well, the fact that they didn't have Jason Tatum, I had a feeling Philly would go into Boston today and eliminate them.
Right.
Not that it matters because we kind of spanked both those teams during the regular season.
Right.
But I think one concern for Philly is going to be what happened to the knee of Embiid at the end of the game.
Yep.
Boston's had it. Look, right now the Red Sox.
Red Sox are done.
Oh my God. Okay.
They're done.
You know who's having a bad time? Ken.
Yes.
Red Sox, Dallas Stars.
Yes. Don't forget the
You'd
Cowboys.
almost think, hey, you'd almost think he was a Cleveland fan.
Don't forget the Cowboys and
With all these losing teams.
I know. Yeah.
He's
Kent
following-
couldn't make it.
And he's following the Scott playbook of
Yeah.
fandom.
Exactly. Kent couldn't make it because he's doing laundry.
Oh man, that's as
He's
bad
got a
as
laundromat, so we
that's
don't know
as
if he's
bad
going to
as
come or
locking
not.
yourself inside a car. Yeah, I got
Right.
it.
Well, Ken
yeah, he
being a
did
Red
that.
Sox fan and a Cowboys fan, a Stars fan, a Mavericks fan, yeah, he's not having a good one. He's not having a good one at
This
all.
world is, actually, he's worse off than Scott. Scott can actually pick on Ken. At least my team's in the playoffs. Still. Well, you may not be able to after tonight.
Shut up, Elliot.
Because Cleveland's losing by 8 right now.
Where's Game 7? In Cleveland, right?
In Cleveland.
It's in Cleveland, right? I thought they had home court. I couldn't remember.
And they're going to choke right there at home, right by the
Oh,
Hard
my
Rock
goodness.
Cafe.
Yeah, but when Tatum went down, I was like, Boston, this is going to be kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
sketchy.
no.
for
When
you.
Tatum went, and the thing is that everybody thought the Knicks were the, and again, it all comes down to Tatum. Even with Tatum, I think the Knicks were the toughest opponent for Boston going into the second round. But again, the Tatum injury didn't help them, and Philly just put it together. Maxey towards the end, he's the one that bailed them out after they blew the lead. Would they have an 18-point lead or something, and then they blew it, and they came back and won. Again, it's all going to come down to NBA. I still just don't think that Philadelphia has the horses to stay with us, especially after what we just did to Atlanta. Did you see? After those 2 1-point victories, everybody, the Knicks are in trouble, and Atlanta this, and and then what, we win by 15, 29, and 51.
Well, I mean, Atlanta showed hard in that last game. I mean, they only got smoked by 51. It could have been 60 or 65.
Yep.
Well, it was at 61 at one point.
It was at 61 at one point. I was
We eased up on the gas at that point. We were playing the ball volume Waterboy at that time. So they were able to make up 10 more points.
Well, the game was over actually after the first quarter, for God's sake.
Dude, the game was over at the tip. And congratulations to CJ McCollum for retiring, going out as a Madison Square Garden villain. And I mean, did you see the exchange between McCollum and Trae Young?
No.
Trae Young was like, man, these guys should be embarrassed. That never happened when I was playing there. And McCollum comes back up. And how does it look from your couch watching me play in the playoffs?
At least I was able to play and get beat by 51.
Yeah. And I don't play for the Capitals. So, I mean, the Washington Wizards or whatever their freaking name is. So, yeah, Trae Young's just salty, dude.
Well, regardless of who
He did
makes
that
it,
nice roll at Madison Square Garden. His career went south after that, dude.
well, as far as the NBA is concerned, regardless of who comes out of the East, it's either going to be Oklahoma City or San Antonio winning the championship.
Well,
I
we'll
still
see.
think OKC has the edge in that series.
OKC is the odds-on favorite.
Yes.
But San Antonio has shown that they can match up with OKC.
Wemby
They won 4 out of 5 this year.
So, me, I'd like to, again, I'm rolling with the Knicks and Spurs in the final repeat of the NBA Cup.
Hey, I got a question from Brett. He said, will Harden show up or will he do a disappearing act? Well, I've always called him Houdini when the playoffs come around.
Well,
Brett.
yeah,
So
that's his name, right? James
that's his
Houdini.
MO.
James
Disappearing.
Houdini. It goes from Harden to Houdini.
So yes, Brett, whether he disappears this round, if they get through, he'll disappear next round for sure.
Yeah, he just got burned on defense too for an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of Scott, Harden is not the dude. I'm just
Yeah, Garland, you guys, I don't know. You guys try. if you're trying to make it in the playoffs, why would you go after somebody like James Harden? That guy's notorious for not
Such
doing
is the life of a Cleveland fan.
I will say this though: if they get to the next round and they end up playing Detroit, Detroit is great defensively, but they don't have any shooters aside from Cade Cunningham. He is their best offensive player.
Tobias Harris can shoot.
Well, he showed up this game. He showed up today.
He's
But
been showing up this series actually, but
he showed up today. He's actually shown up this whole series. But
I never liked him ever since Philly.
yeah,
So.
Duran and Jenkins, they need to come. They need to strap on and strap up and come with Cade Cunningham to ball out.
I call him Tobias Harris.
Let's talk about the best record in baseball for a quick moment.
Oh, is that Atlanta?
That'd be 25-10.
That's now you're starting to sound like Scott calling out the best record in baseball.
Yeah, but the difference between Scott and myself is I say it's only 35 games. It's only 35 games in, and I realize that there's still another 127 games to go.
Then we just don't bring it up.
But the best record. I bring it up just in case any of the Dodger fans might be.
Dodger fans definitely need to be put in check regardless.
Yeah.
And I think San Diego has a pretty good record this year too.
They're a half game behind the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're right there. Well, we're 23-11 now.
23-11. Yep.
Yep. So it's not like I think we got the second best record now.
Yeah, second best record.
There you go. And I'm not. And you know what? I could make that claim, but I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I just like it from the
Where's
standpoint.
Cleveland at, by the way? Are they like 9, 10, 12?
Who, Cleveland?
Yeah, they're not even first in their own division.
If they are, they are like 16-16 or 17-17.
Oh, okay. The
They
mediocre
lost today against the A's.
The mediocre, the division of mediocrity.
Well, no, the A's are actually the top team in the NL in the AL West too.
The AL Central and the AL West are the two most mediocre divisions in baseball.
They are the equivalent of the NFC South.
And then the best division is the NFC, the NL Central. Every team's above 500.
Which is crazy because you got teams like Pittsburgh and Cincinnati and teams you don't hear about no more.
And Pittsburgh literally has beat the shit out of Cincinnati the last 2 days.
St. Louis is another one that's in that division, right? So
yeah, St. Louis is supposed to be rebuilding this year.
And they're in second place.
Yep.
Yes, the Guardians are 18-17.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Good thing they play in that whack-ass division or else they'd be
Tigers are in second at 500, 17-17.
If you're in second in that division, you'll never perform more than 3 games out of first.
Yeah.
That's the biggest lead of the season for any team.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, 35 games in, as far as baseball is concerned, usually, if you got a 2-game lead or something like that, that's kind of understandable until teams kind of slot to where they're going to be. But the Braves currently,
they're like 20-some games ahead of somebody.
They're like 7.5 games ahead of the Marlins. Actually, 8.5 games ahead of the Marlins now because they lost today.
Well, and that's because that division is pretty freaking putrid too. Look at the Phillies suck. The Mets are freaking awful. As thank God.
Yeah. I hate the Mets and the Phillies, so I'm enjoying this. The Braves are the only team above 500 in that division.
The Mets have the worst record in baseball.
And Juan Soto, baby. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, dude. Dude, I hope you're enjoying your time in that free luxury box with your family.
Yep.
Or for your family.
As my brother just pointed out, which I was going to bring it up, only 4 teams in the American League are above 500.
The entire American League.
The entire American League. The Yankees, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Guardians, and the Athletics.
And 2 of them are in the AL And the only reason the other divisions have one is because they have to have a leader in the division.
Go fuck yourself, Elliot.
And they're almost only 3 because Cleveland's only 1 game above 500. A couple more games and there'll be only 3 teams over 500.
Hello, John.
I'm loving it.
All right, Scotty, we're back underway.
And you know what's scary about the Yankees? Their pitching is so damn dominant right now, and they still got Carlos Rodon and Garrett Cole coming back. First of all, who do you sit? And second, do you go to a 6-man rotation?
You know what? At some point, they probably will, just to give Cole extra days rest since
And
he's still
Rodon.
got Tommy John surgery.
But who goes? Is it Will Warren? Is it Heel? Which one of those is going to sit? Probably
Right back.
Ryan. I would say Ryan Weathers.
You think so? I would say Hill.
Well, he had a bad game his last outing.
I would say Hill. Yeah.
Could be. I say between him and Weathers. Although Weathers is a lefty and gives them a lefty option. But then again, Rodon is coming back. And they have Fried. They don't need 3 lefties in the rotation.
Well, I mean, the same thing with the Braves. They got Schwellenbach, who still hadn't thrown yet. Strider just came back today. So they put Ronaldo Lopez in the bullpen.
If they could go to a 6-man rotation, who's going to score?
And then
These
Chris
guys are
Ellis.
going to have 5 days, 6 days rest in between starts. Hello?
In the National League, you got 2 Braves with in the top 5 in ERA. So one of which is a very, very surprising, which is Elder.
And I'm sorry, but Cam Schlittler, that dude is the shit, dude.
Schlittler is the Schlittler.
Schlittler is a Schlittler. He's really good.
No, he is. I've seen him pitch a couple of times. So.
I'm gonna tell you what, that kid, oof, he's something else. He came in. He's a Cy Young candidate right now.
I tell you who I'm impressed with, the closer for San Diego, Miller.
Oh, Miller, dude. Nobody scores against that guy.
Yeah. I think he's 12 for 12 in save opportunities or 13
Something
or
like
13
that.
because he saved one today.
Straight innings with no runs.
Yeah. 102 mile an hour fastball that just at the top of the zone, if you swing at it, you just look stupid. So
that in order to beat that team, you got to be ahead in the late innings.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're behind, chances are you ain't coming back.
And
those are Mariano numbers, dude.
Yeah. And we got Suarez from the Padres, and he's the setup man for Iglesias. But since Iglesias is on the IL, he came in, he's throwing 101 mile an hour fastball. So, it's crazy.
It is. It's freaking nuts, man. But like I said, I'm just looking. I'm looking. It's an embarrassment of riches to have 5 good starters right now and 2 Cy Young starters coming back.
I was going to say, hey, Ron, you might want to give Scott a text to see if he's okay. But since
I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's no reason for a wellness check. It's still 1-1.
Yeah, but for how long? That's a
yeah, but at least on one front, there's no reason for a wellness check. But as of right now, I think Toronto's still behind. I mean, Toronto's still beating the Cavaliers.
They're by 2 right now.
Oh,
make it 4.
It's early though.
26-22.
Was it
Oh, it is early. It was early in Detroit too. And then Detroit just ran away with that shit. I
was just looking at a stat.
How the hell does one team miss 23 straight shots?
You're talking about the Magic?
Having a 24-point lead. Yeah, the Magic. 24-point lead.
They missed 24 straight shots.
23
and
straight shots.
23 straight shots. And in actual time, they did not score for an hour and 1 minute.
Yeah. In real time.
In real time, they did not score for 1 hour and 1 minute.
61 minutes they went without scoring. Damn.
24 straight or 23 straight shots.
20, by far an NBA record. That was just ridiculous. I could have sworn it was over when they were up by 24. I'm like, how did... Then clank, 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 clank.
What's that?
Plenty of bricks. Plenty
Okay.
of bricks.
They were looking like Shaq at the free throw line. You know?
Go ahead, Ron.
All I'm going to say is I got to get going. Scott, you have no reason to be nervous. The Montreal Canadiens have not had a shot on goal since they scored to make it 1-0. That's over 25 minutes of playing time without a shot on goal.
Right.
And watch, they'll get a deflection that they threw that's not on goal, and it'll go in and they'll win 2-1.
You know what, Elliot? Shut up. I'm a fan.
Anyways, gentlemen,
It'll be
I
a
do gotta go.
carom off somebody's skate.
I do got to run.
All right,
Scott,
Ron.
Take it
Scott,
easy, Ron.
See you next week.
Scott, fix the focus on your camera. We'll talk
I
to you
can't do
later.
anything with it. I don't know what's going on with that.
There you go.
There it is. I'm back now. Okay.
See you guys later.
All right, Ron. Take care.
Hey, Ron.
Thanks. I hate you right now, Elliot.
Why do you keep urging me to come on the show?
You know,
You know what's coming.
you're the producer. That's why you're on the show. Come on. Although you didn't show up last week, you never gave me an excuse for it, but that's okay.
Last week was a rough week for me. There were a few things that I didn't go Bible study. I haven't been to Bible study in like 3 weeks.
Right.
Missed church a couple weeks. And then I had an incident with my father-in-law. He caught a UTI and all hell broke loose. He started shitting all over the house.
Ouch.
And I had to put him back in the nursing home for the time being until he gets past all that. And you know what I'm saying? And so,
Right.
yeah, I was pretty much a wreck for 10 days.
Uh-huh.
And it was Crystal that said, hey, it's 4:30. Oh, yeah, that's right. The show. Because I've been tuned out of everything. The T-shirt stuff. I've been tuned out of everything. And then
Right.
finally Wednesday, all the shit got moved from the other house. So now I'm in unpacking mode.
Right.
Okay.
And then still dealing slightly with this neck and shoulder, although I got to go to PT on Thursday. But it's like every other day, it was because of the movement. And you know what I'm saying? And if I don't do it, who's going to do it? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right.
but everything's pretty much settled in now. I've gone serious Apple mode. I just got an iPad today.
Oh God, Elliot.
So now I got an
On
Apple
the dark
Watch.
side, Elliot.
I got an iPhone, iPad, iWatch, and I guess the Beats Audio would be next, right?
No, Mac would be next. Getting a Mac.
Oh, I have an
Well,
iMac.
he got a Mac. He's got a Mac.
Well,
Oh Jesus God.
forgot.
Oh Jesus
Yeah,
God.
I'm like full Apple here, dude.
Yeah,
Only thing I haven't done is gotten the touchpad instead of getting rid of this piece of shit mouse.
Oh God.
That's their worst creation, this fucking mouse. You know why? Because the fucking charging port is at the bottom.
Well, I don't have an Apple.
How are you supposed to use it? How are you supposed to use it? For all the innovation that they claim to have, how the hell do you put a charging port on the bottom of the fucking and then you can't use it because it doesn't touch? These were probably made in Cleveland.
Wow.
That was unnecessary, but it was good.
Hey, whenever I think of drastic, shit like anything, dude, the first thing that comes to mind is
That was completely unnecessary, but it was funny.
It's like my son today. He was pissed off because he's kind of an Orlando fan. He grew up basically with Orlando when we lived in Florida.
Yep.
And so he became a Magic fan. And when Detroit, he's like, fuck Detroit. What do they got? Nothing but broke, abandoned buildings and freaking crime and all this shit. I go, you haven't been to Cleveland, have you?
Oh.
I've been to both places. They don't look too much different.
Is it 8:30 yet?
You got another 19 minutes or 15 minutes of me.
14 minutes anyway. But
Okay,
all right.
there you go. Not like we're counting, right?
Right.
But no, seriously, we got everything moved in. Now this week, I'm going to probably just go into safe mode.
You get everything unpacked?
Try to rehab. I got a lot of stuff unpacked. Matter of fact, almost all the boxes are already unpacked. Here's fun. You gotta laugh at this one. I got 8 TVs in the house.
Dang.
I'll
8?
make it 9. Actually, you know what? I never counted this one. 10 TVs in the house.
I've got 4. 3 that I'm using. Well, actually 2 that I'm using.
I got 10 and 9 that I'm using. And the other one's sitting on the table getting ready to go out to the back.
Yeah, I just got a new 65-inch UHD TV.
Yeah, I know the Crystal UHD.
I mean, it's
Yeah. I've heard you regurgitate the same shit
it's
over
just
and
a
over.
whole new experience in watching
I got
television, guys.
You can see your teams lose in a lot higher definition.
Correct, sir.
A lot.
Losing becomes a lot clearer.
Yes. Losing became a lot clearer.
Yes, I can't wait till the NFL season to watch NFL on this TV. I can't wait. But I've gone over my Amazon list that I have, movies that I bought and whatnot, and watching movies. I was watching old westerns, old John Wayne westerns this week, and it's just a whole new experience watching those movies from the 60s and early 70s. In clear UHD.
They're so clear, it looks like they're like on a stage and looks like
Yes.
it's like a play.
Right in the room. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's really, really cool.
I don't know if y'all can see out there, but in my garage, my exercise machines, if you can see one of them.
I can see one of them in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see one of them. Yep.
Yeah, I got the bike, the elliptical, and
Yep.
the treadmill all in
Yep.
that corner.
That's your
Then I got
garage?
then I got a 2-seat couch, a 55-inch flat screen above the desk where all my printing and computer
Yep.
shit is at, and then I got this space here,
Yep.
which I'm doing quite a bit with. So see what happens.
Well, Elliot, I knew that you were busy this past week. Probably. Oh, that's nice.
I got
Let your faith be bigger than your fear.
Yep. Well, I knew you were busy this week, Elliot, moving and what have you, because I was waiting to get a text from you saying if you were going to go to Riverside yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you did, and I
You
was like,
kind of knew
he's
that
not-
wasn't going to happen once.
Yeah.
Once I thought about it after I had made the plan, and I said, you know what? That's the weekend I'm moving. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. When I didn't get a text from you or any kind of confirmation, I was like,
Yeah.
I know.
And
he's not
that'll
doing
tell
something.
you, you know what? That'll tell you how out of pocket I was
Right.
for the last week and a half or whatever, because I wasn't communicating with anybody. I had people from the church sending messages, and I didn't get back to nobody. I was just checked out. And I apologize to everybody that I did that to. You know what I'm saying? But mentally, after that incident with my father-in-law, dude, if I didn't check out, I probably would have checked out in a different way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't check out mentally, who knows what would have happened? Because he woke 4:00 in the morning is when the whole shit started. No pun intended.
Right.
But 4:00 in the morning, I didn't get to go to sleep until 2:30 the next morning.
Ouch.
I lost almost 24 hours of sleep, And then when I finally get back up, he's shit all over the place again.
Oh, Jesus God.
Man.
You know? So at that point, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I didn't care. We spent the $4,000 to put his ass back in the nursing home.
Right.
And if after, the month or whatever, he's fine, then we'll bring him back. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, he needs to be somewhere where if this thing kicks in again, which it's a UTI. But then again, he has issues with his hygiene.
Uh-huh.
Because I noticed that a lot of time he doesn't wipe. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how well he showers. So you get these kind of things when you don't clean certain areas. You know what I'm saying? And he's not capable sometimes of doing that. So it's going to be a case by case basis because
Right.
the next time I'm just going to have people come in that do in-home. And we'll just pay them the hourly to clean up and whatever. And once he gets back on his feet, then good to go. But in the meantime, I needed the break, dude. I needed it because I was the only one. Luckily, Mariano was here with me that night because it was insane, dude. It was insane.
Oh, I can imagine. Especially almost 24 hours with no sleep.
See, and then I wound up getting 3 hours once I did go to sleep, only to deal with the nonsense, moving into the nursing home and knowing that the move was coming up in a few days after that. By the way, Cleveland's down by 10.
Thank you, Elliot. I'm trying
You're
not to watch.
Okay, you shouldn't.
You can't.
just watch it.
You
Hey,
can't.
you know what? You can actually watch it in clear crystal vision.
I was going to say.
Well, no,
you can't-
I've got the Cavs game on a monitor and my computer monitor, but I'm watching the hockey game on the TV.
I was going to say you can't follow up telling us that you got X amount of TVs and stuff like that, and then say I'm not watching it.
Oh well, I only have one TV in the room that I'm in right now, so the Cavs game is actually on Peacock on my monitor.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got a TV, and then if I want to watch something else, I got the iMac right here. And then also now that I got the iPad, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I know.
I'm covered.
What is it? Since I said I was going to go to the app, I never did for Tampa Bay and Montreal. I just said, you know what? I'll just keep track of the basketball game and the baseball games. So what is it? Still 1-1?
Yes.
Still 1-1.
Yes, they're on TNT, by the way. In case.
Oh yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna pull the app up.
Yeah, they're on TNT.
Still in the
Raptors,
second
Cavs,
period, or have they gone?
Raptors, Cavs are on NBC and Peacock.
Yep. Have they gone to intermission yet? Second intermission?
Yes, they have. They're in the third period right now. It's 11.
Oh, okay. So
11
they're already in the third period.
Yeah, 11 and a half minutes to go in the third period.
You know what this is going to come down to? Overtime, sudden death.
God.
Oh, I forgot.
Yet another overtime game. Jesus
Yep.
God. Oh, and the Cavs have cut the lead to 3, by the way.
Well, basketball, it's been proven that you can be down by 30 points and miss 23 shots in a row and come back and win.
You
But
are correct,
hockey's a different animal.
Boom! Ah! Come on. Give us a 3. Donovan Mitchell. No. God damn it. Anyway. Anyway, it's still a 3-point game. God, 11 minutes to go in the third period. It's tied up one in each. My stress level is going through the freaking roof.
Well, I'm in no rush to go see it because I know that it's going to go to sudden death. And
Shut up, Wayne. I don't want to hear that shit.
and I can catch it once the show's over.
Hey, you might
Like
want
Elliot
to.
said, it's gonna be
You might want. Hey, you might want to go live with your broadcast. Cleveland's down by 10.
No, right now I'm looking at it. It's 22-19.
No,
it's
39-29.
It's 39-29.
You are behind.
Way
You are
behind.
way behind.
Way behind.
It is 39-29.
Exactly.
7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 7:07 to be exact.
And you were in the first quarter somewhere.
Wow.
I was gonna say, damn, your feet is way behind.
It is.
No, you might probably hit pause or something.
I don't know, but all of a sudden, bam.
You were like way.
Yeah, I noticed that now.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything about your service provider. However, your service provider.
You might want to have them check them lines, boy, because they seem big compromise.
Yeah, now I see it. 39-29 with 7 minutes to go.
And Toronto has the ball.
Yep, I see that.
They're about to go up by 13. Oop.
Well, like I said, as far as the hockey is concerned, I can catch that in sudden death, and like Elliot said, there's going to be some kind of weird ass deflection off a skate that goes in.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Get that shit out your mouth.
That's the way that happens, yo. It's up.
Oh, Ron just posted in the chat. Look out.
Don't look, Scott.
Oh, God.
Scott, don't look.
I don't want to look, but Ron's already posted it.
They are going crazy at the Bell Center right now.
I'm sure they are. There it is. Oh, there it is.
What'd I tell you? A deflection off the boards. It was in the air and the guy swatted. What did I tell you? Some crazy ass shot is going to beat him. I don't want to be called Nostradamus, but goddamn,
I hate hockey. I really do. I hate hockey right now. And I hate basketball.
And I called that shit, what, 20, 30 minutes ago?
35 minutes ago.
God.
That was it bounced off the boards, was flipping it, and the guy Vasilevsky didn't know what to do.
But on a brighter note, Scott,
that's
the
how
Cavs
it
are down
works.
by 7 now.
Look, in the playoffs, it's great to be good, but luck has a lot to do with it too.
And like I've always said, baseball and hockey are the two most unpredictable of all the sports.
I may go to bed soon. Anyway,
Actually, I think both your teams might go to bed.
Well, look at it this way. If you go to bed soon and the Cavs go to bed soon and apparently the Lightning going to bed soon, I call that a trifecta.
yeah, it is.
A tranquil. You see, Vasilevsky didn't know what the hell to do. That's funny.
All right, guys, it's almost 8:30. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, he doesn't want to go all the way through. He just wants to bail now. 5 minutes before, 2 minutes before the show is over.
Actually, 30 seconds before the show ends. Anyway,
You're down by 9, 43-34.
So,
man, sorry, Scott, but this could be one very bad night for you. Not to mention
your
Ken.
night might end up being like the entire last week for the whole city of Boston.
You know what? You and Ken need to call each other.
Yeah. Shoot Ken take it. Look at it this way, Scott. You can talk shit to Ken because he's had a worse week than you have.
Yeah, just call each other, yo. Call each other. Give each other some brotherly consolation love. You know what I mean?
all right. Doing this next Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Time, where I will be crying in my gravy. And I want to thank Ron for being here tonight, and of course Elliot and Wayne Lynch as my co-hosts. We are the Sports Nerds. We are out of here. Elliot, do you have the outro, or do we need to not worry about it? There it is. We're out. See you next Sunday.
Once again, Nerd Nation, for spending part, if not all of your evening with us here.
Just because I show up late don't mean I'm not ready.
I hear you.
We do this on a regular basis every Sunday, Tuesday.
Bullshit.
And so each match start time is different. Please check out our SNN group page on Facebook for the correct time. So until the next time we come together, Nerd Nation, on behalf of the Sports Nerd and his co-hosts, Ken Koslow, John Bolson, Wayne Lynch, and me, Big E, may your lives be filled with all the best sports action any one human can handle, as well as all the joy it can possibly bring you. And with all that said, good night, Nerd Nation, as the time has come to say